How big is BTC's network compared to other large networks? This is December 19th from Super Testnet. 20 comments, 5,237 sats, Bitcoin territory. Keyan, what is Super doing now? Is he trying to take over the world?
No, I don't think so. I think he just had another one of his wacky ideas. I'm losing my voice. But he's trying to see how big Bitcoin's network is compared to other networks that he can find numbers for. And so he said there are, I think it's the largest one that he looked at was electrical transmission, and he said there were 210,000 electrical transmission substations. And then he just goes down the list, kind of they're sorted by big to small. And Bitcoin's, at the top, I think it's top 4 among the ones that he chose. And then at the bottom, you have Ethereum, which is smaller than even Tor's network. And there were a few, I think, that other people mentioned in the comments. I think,
couriers.
Yeah, banks, couriers, food franchises, which is kind of like a food network.
The Swift network. Yeah, I guess the Swift network would be,
gas stations.
I wonder what the biggest network is. Maybe it's the stars.
Oh, bro. You blew my mind, bro.
Maybe it's the stars.
Oh, is it? It might, that might very well be. The biggest network is in
the human body.
Yeah. We could
through veins.
Smokable, and that's Joe Rogan's answer.
Interesting. Did you? What do you think about this? Do you think it's?
I think it's
worthy of being number 1 post of the week or no?
I think people like Super, and he comments back, and so people are gonna zap Super because they like Super. But yeah, I think it's I think it's fun. I think a lot of people like the comparison. It puts things in perspective. Because we hear how many Bitcoin nodes there are, but maybe that's not many nodes. Because relative to other numbers we're familiar with, like $36 trillion of national debt, or 300 million people in the United States, or 8 billion people in the world, 66,000 seems kind of small. But when you compare it to other types of networks, 66,000 is actually pretty big and pretty well decentralized.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Don't forget anything.
It's plain asteroids, hemorrhoids. Bust them.
So, does he list how many Bitcoin nodes are in existence?
66,000 is the estimate.
Right here, yeah.
Oh yeah, 66,000.
Yeah.
I think that's only known Bitcoin nodes, or nodes that report. I think it's a much higher number than that.
Really?
Yeah, it's got to be at least double that number.
Who's his source? Okay, so he's not just grabbing it from like ChatGPT or anything. He's pulling it from like trusted sources, it sounds like.
Yeah, BitNodes is what most people use for this.
Yeah, so is this is a voluntary thing where your node reports to the site?
I don't think you're voluntary.
Crawling the
it's crawling.
network?
It's crawling peers, but I think you have to be. I think you have to be accepting incoming connections, maybe, to be included in this count.
Yeah, so if you already have your peers maxed out, then you're not going to get crawled by this necessarily. So also, if you have your peers manually set, which a lot of important nodes are going to probably have that set up, so they're not vulnerable to this thing called an eclipse attack.
Yeah, it looks like United States and Germany are primarily where all the nodes are being ran.
I think a lot of those are in data centers too. He describes the methodology on here somewhere.
Yeah, look, France, so that's definitely like async, right? Finland. Canada, really?
Yeah, Germany has a lot of Bitcoiners in it.
Like does this include Tor?
Russia, too.
For Stacker.News, Germany was like the second largest country for a long time.
Oh yeah, they have Onion there.
It's probably because they need it the most. It's probably the countries, as you can tell here, are probably the ones that are being mistreated in order.
Well, I mean, if it we went by mistreatment, we'd probably see Africa and like more South American countries. I think it's probably
Africa
coupled with like bad governments and...
Well, they just don't have internet over there, right?
Internet.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, I think it's the main thing. But look at Mexico.
Well, they have internet there.
Your people, Car.
So, yeah, it looks like NA. What does that mean?
I don't know where Iran is on here.
So, France, Finland, Netherlands,
Probably
Canada, UK, Russia, Singapore, Australia, Japan, Spain,
Malta.
yeah, even Korea, and then China.
Korea.
That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, that's fascinating. It's a fascinating rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
And that's all the top stories of the week, Stackers. That was the number one top story. I don't know.
We did
I feel like since we've done this, there's probably been 1 week where we had like some amazing 5-1 going backwards. What do you think? We've done it like 4 weeks in a row, and I feel like it's not living up to it. It's not living up to the hype, but we'll keep going. Keep going in reverse. As long as Coob wants to do it.
It's the holidays. People are
Not posting. Yeah, is
Yeah,
Stacker
just kinda
News
spending time
News
with their
quieter
family.
this time of year, Keyan?
I don't really know. It doesn't seem greater or lesser than usual. Most of these stories this week though were not they weren't really things that happening really much outside. Stackers seem to value more original content. They tend to zap it more.
Then just like news.
I think so. It's an interesting phenomenon.
Cool. Well, we're going to jump into my favorite part of the show, Keyan's top stories. Keyan,